Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past month for Jason Tatum.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Wallace is out there with Gilgeous Alexander. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Wiggins in at the power forward position. And for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Horford in at the 5.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Horford from outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
Here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Dort. Shoots over Holmgren. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Brown. Horford's got 5 now.
And Horford is a selective shooter, but he's fantastic at knowing when to attack inside.
Wallace misses.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Horford the pass to White. Tatum dishes to Brown. 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
A very athletic play by Brown, getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
Screen by Wiggins. Pass to Holmgren. To halt the run. It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Tatum. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Tatum setting the pick for White. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Thunder. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Here's Tatum. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. And White kicks to Brown. Boston, no good that time either. Oklahoma City trailing. Wallace right side. To the inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's good on the 3 ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And while we can, let's find out a little bit about the shooting guards around the league and which of them have had the most assists over the last 10 games. Derek White is second.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, it all starts with ball movement, Greg. And when your off guard has that kind of unselfish mindset that these guys do, it makes a huge difference.
And that one's good. Tatum.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Wallace kicks to Wiggins. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. And it's Wiggins missing. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Utah Jazz.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Now Dort, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's Wiggins missing. Down low. Here's Tatum. That one no good.
And to put things simply, this has not been his work.
And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Wallace.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here is Holiday. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Outside Tatum. From past the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys. Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Celtics trail by 5. Holiday, the pass to Horford. Back to Holiday. It's White on the wing. Boy, that win against the Jazz. He's another guy who really showed up to play. Here's Wiggins. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Pritchard cans the 12-footer.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein comes in for Cason Wallace. And here is Holmgren. Last time, 14 points for him. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Wide open. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And with the height that Chet has, there isn't much you can do against him inside.
The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
At the line for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Holmgren. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. Oh, my goodness, what a play.
My.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
How's that for a show? Dort looking like he wants to be in the dunk contest with slams like that.
Here's Cornette. He averages about 5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Chet Holmgren.
34. Kenrich Williams.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. Takes the 13-footer, and it comes off the front of the rim. White the pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Off target from outside. The Thunder have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's 7 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to White. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
First one falls for Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Celtics. And both free throws good for White. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 7-point differential. Here's Dort. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
6'3", 215 pounds. Lou Dort is one strong guard. Hard to handle for defenders.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Free throw good, Dort.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
Both free throws good from Dort.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Here's the screen to the middle. Pritchard passes to Cornette. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Inside, back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 9. Pritchard passes to Craig. From downtown, nailed from three-point land.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. sinks that one from the post. Dort's got 8 points.
He's coming to work, ready to ball, hitting 3 of his first 4 shots. Okay.
Pritchard passes to White. Craig with it. He had 10 points in the win against Utah. Just 5 on the clock. Cornette passes to Craig over Williams. Craig can't get it to go.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down the 3 ball. And now an 11-point Thunder lead.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Ooh, you can break all the ankles you want. You still got to knock down the shot, and he nails it.
Now, here's Dort. 8 points for him. Here's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Here's Pritchard. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Cornette kicks to Craig. Pritchard busted. No good that time either.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Here's Hartenstein, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Thunder lead by 14. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And they've also done a great job converting their opportunities at the stripe. Lots of chances and making the most of them.
So the Thunder 5 right now. The forwards are Dort and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander after Jason Tatum missed on that last 3-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. They grab their own miss. Here's Wallace. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right, once he gets his hands on the miss. Here's Wallace, and the slam dunk by Wallace.
And how about the anticipation by Holmgren to force the turnover and ignite the break?
Pritchard passes to Brown. There's the triple. Nice defense from Dort.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. checked in for Pritchard. There's no reason for these big men to shy away from contact on the inside because when they get to the foul line, you can see the success they've been having in the past month. Jason Tatum on top.
Yeah, he's got a great rhythm and form at the foul line. Sometimes we don't see that in the big fellas, but he is automatic up there.
Now here's Brown. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. And here's Tatum for three. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. For the Thunder, Wiggins comes in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
At the line for one.
On the free throw, no good. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Dort comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Isaiah Joe. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
And it's White missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Holmgren. Buries the easy one. Holmgren's got his third basket of the night right there.
And how about the high release on Chet's jumper? Nice.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. And Brown is good for 3. Brown's got 8.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Outside, Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
On top of everything else he does for this team, Dort is having himself a night in the scoring column.
White, wide open, he fires. Off target with his 3.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Great look, but off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Horford with a screen on Williams. Tatum. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Celtics. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
And they have to clean that up. Play smart and value the ball.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
At the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin, but Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in.
The focus you get from Holiday is constant, and that goes for both ends. He's always looking for ways to help.
And it's White with the rebound. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Tatum, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
The Celtics have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. No good on the free throw.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. And the second free throw, good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Three-pointer, Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his third assist on the night. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wallace. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. The Thunder with another miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his fourth rebound in this one. Tatum and another basket for Boston.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Wallace outside. Pass to Holmgren. Williams with the ball. Oklahoma City moving it around. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Cans it from downtown.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Horford high post. And the Thunder with some changes. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Jack. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Wallace. Here's Pritchard to the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Wiggins. 8 points for him. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The Thunder leading by 9. Now here's Holmgren. Here's Joe. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Horford.
And now we get a chance to check out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Pritchard. Outside Holiday. Pass to Pritchard. 6 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Horford. Yep, that one goes in there. Horford's got 10.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Outside Holiday. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Horford against Williams. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Horford.
So many ways Horford can beat you, scoring it, dishing it. He finds a way to beat you.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. Hartenstein's checked in for the Thunder. Here's Cornette. He's defended by Hartenstein. Brown inside the line. Here's Cornette. Makes it off the glass. Cornette's got 4 this quarter.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
1:09 left in the first half. Clock at 6. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander bangs home the trifecta. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points.
And he is having an unbelievable game from three-point range. How long can he keep this up?
Here's Cornette. That shot off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's White. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This has been good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey everybody, as you know, both rosters tonight without a number of key pieces.
The Celtics feeling it right now. When you lose a marksman like Porzingis, it leaves you with one big question. Where do you get points from right now? And the answer may have to be everyone.
Yep, it's on the whole team to make it work.
Shifting back to that first half of play, let's focus on SGA. Man, is he off to a strong start.
I got to shout out Gilgeous-Alexander tonight. He's making the defensive effort that the other team is displaying look college level. He's using his speed, his agility, and he's doing great tonight.
Oh yeah, he's chopping it up out there, just like Ernie in the kitchen.
Ooh, Ernie, you in the kitchen?
Yeah, stay away from those sharp knives, boy, I tell you that. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Horford in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Pass to Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Dort. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Looking now at some numbers for Derek White.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Celtics trail by 10. Now Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Okay, big boy. All right. You like to see Tatum asserting himself on the interior. Look, he's forcing the defense to foul.
For Boston, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Oklahoma City leading by 9. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Holiday looking over the floor. Fires the 3. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Boston. Holiday left side. Pass to White. In the corner. Tatum with it. The 3 from Tatum.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Dort with a screen for Wiggins. Offensive rebound.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Holmgren. Good on the bucket. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Horford finds Tatum. Over Wiggins. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Tatum.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Now, here's Dort. 13 points in the game. Holmgren can't hit. Brown feeling it out a bit. Holiday against Wallace. Out to White. From outside the arc, Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now here's White. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Outside Holiday. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Dort kicks to Wallace. Holmgren with a screen on White. Wallace misses. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Horford with the screen on Wallace. White offline with his 3.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on White. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Free throw good, Wallace. Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Jang, he's checked in for the Thunder. And he makes the first but misses the second. Holiday inside the line. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat. And then on Saturday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
That free throw, good from Jang. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Celtics trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals the season's second half. The Celtics second.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers.
Back to Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got 25 points in the game. Wallace outside. Dort passes to Wallace. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 11.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Brown against Dort. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And Jang gets it to go.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Tatum kicks to Brown. Outside, Horford. And here's Tatum for 3. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here is Holiday. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
The Celtics trail by 14. Now here's Tatum. 28 points for him. Over Jang. He sinks the 11-footer. Tatum's got 17 points here in the second half.
just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best moves. Let's go! You have the camera on you. Oh, that's nice. Nice try, it's all good.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Jang. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Wallace. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And so White will bring it up for Boston. Brown outside. And here's White. Pass to Tatum. There's the 3. Back to White. Over Joe. And it's White missing. Oklahoma City leading by 12. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And when it comes to physical play, it's hard to get the best of Dort. He invites contact at both ends.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Celtics trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Cornett kicks to Tatum. The three-pointer no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. No good from outside. The Celtics shooting around 41% on the night. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Strong finish by Tatum. Nothing was stopping him there.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. And that one misses. Oklahoma City leading by 11 to the inside. Here's Hartenstein, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
6 to shoot. Cranes the three-pointer. Pritchard's got his second bucket tonight.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Hartenstein with it. He's got 8, and Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's White, Pritchard, and again, Boston with the triple.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten him so far.
Hartenstein with a screen on Brown. Really left alone that time. Dort's got 17.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 8. Here's Tatum over Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Williams outside, and the Thunder another 3.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Williams against Tatum. Outside White. Here's Pritchard, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Pass to Joe. The three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 15. Brown inside the line. Boston again missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pick. Pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Wallace is out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot.
At the line for the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins, 1 shot.
When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Brown outside. Rebound by Wallace.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Hartenstein in the high post. Poked away. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Pritchard. Out to White. Looking to get back on track here. And it's good on the layup. And it's 6 points for Derek White. The Thunder leading by 18. Wiggins outside. Hartenstein in the high post. Back to Wallace. From the arc. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oklahoma City shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Buries the long-range jumper. Holmgren's got 10 points in just the second half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Wiggins passes to Hartenstein. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Pritchard. Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. The wide open look here for Hartenstein. And a miss there on the triple.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Ball's knocked loose. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Joe passes to Hartenstein. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Brown outside. White up top. Wallace covering. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's White. Back to Tatum. Brown the pass to Tatum. And another miss by Boston. The Thunder leading by 23. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Tatum. Can they get it? Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Hartenstein. That three off the mark. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's Tatum. Basket counts. Tatum's got 34.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Hartenstein. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Tatum. Hits it from three-point range. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, yeah, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm...
Pass to Hartenstein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And he sinks the second. Now Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, guarding Tatum is just a major problem.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both.
He's dialed up his aggression here in the second half, consistent in working himself to the line.
Wallace with a screen for Dort. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
His second triple of the half, well, look, that's 2 more than he had in the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Outside Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
White, good.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Wallace goes in and stolen by Tatum. Pass to Holiday. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
He's off on the first. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams is checked in. He hits the second from the line. The Thunder leading by 20. Pass to Dort. Outside Williams. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Back to Joe. Holmgren in the high post. Pass to Dort. Here's Joe. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Round kicks to Tatum. Left side, Horford. Back to Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got 45 points.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Dort finds Joe. Williams with a clean look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Now here's White. In the corner, Horford with it. Outside Holiday. Over Joe. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
There's such a nice rhythm to the J of Holiday.
Pass to Holmgren from deep three-point land. Boston grabs the miss. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Here's Horford. And the rejection by Holmgren.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
Joe, good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Here's White. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wallace the pass to Holmgren. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dort. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And it's White missing. And And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Chet Holmgren.
And there's no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 48. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. Joe with it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Shea. Balanced scoring for you all tonight. What is working offensively?
Yeah, we're just trusting each other, playing for each other, doing the sets that Coach has us doing, and really just being unselfish. When you do those things like that happen.
It was a great performance all around tonight. Congrats on the win again. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.